Welcome to Fly Nubian Queen Network, the network for melanated people like you. I am your host, Mary Dean Esquire, here at thewallstreetlawyer.com. And today we're talking about President Joe Biden today. So come on in here and drop your hashtag B1. Shout out your city. Let me know where you're from. Let's see here. Let me know where you from, my people, my beautiful black people on tonight. So let me make sure I'm live here. Okay, and drop your hashtag B1. Drop your hashtag B1 in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Mary Dean Esquire here, coming to you live. And if you are looking to grow your business, please check out flynubianbusiness.com. If you are looking to manage your money, please check out flynubianmoney.com. You can always find me, Mary Dean Esquire, here online at thewallstreetlawyer.com. And President Biden gave a speech today. And the speech has made headlines. Everyone's talking about it. And what everyone is actually talking about is the fact that he actually praised Donald Trump. Now, I'm hashtag B1 all day, every day. So if you're not really black and you're not about the black power agenda, I really don't F with you. So, and I have to say that, I think Trump tried to. I think Biden promised some things, and we did get a black female vice president, Kamala Harris. But I don't, we got some tokens. We definitely got some tokens, but I don't know if we have really gotten any real change. But that's beside the point. So today, Biden gave a speech and he's talking about the virus and COVID, trying not, I can't think of a lack of a better word, and everything that's going on in the nation. So he addressed the country publicly today, and he had some things to say. So I'm going to play that for you. It's really brief. Let's see here.
Over 60 million Americans, including 62% of eligible seniors, our most vulnerable group, have gotten their booster shots. I got my booster shot as soon as they were available. And just the other day, former President Trump announced he had gotten his booster shot. It may be one of the few things he and I agree on. People with booster shots are highly protected. Join them. Join us. It's been 6 months or more since my second shot. If it's been 6 months or more for your second shot when I got my booster, you can get yours today. If you've been 6 months or more since your second shot. Another question that folks are asking is, are we going back to March 2020? Not this last March 2021, but March 2020, when the pandemic first hit. That's what I keep getting asked. The answer is absolutely no. No. Here are three big differences between then and now. Number one, the first one, more than 200 million Americans have been fully vaccinated. In March of 2020, no one was fully vaccinated. What that means is today, a case of COVID-19 for fully vaccinated and boosted person will most likely mean no symptoms or mild ones similar to the common respiratory viruses. Over 200 million Americans should have the peace of mind that they did not have in March of 2020. They're protected from hospitalization and they're protected from death. Second point, we're prepared today for what's coming. In March of 2020, we were not ready. Today, we stockpiled enough gowns, masks, and ventilators to deal with the surge of hospitalizations among the unvaccinated. Today, we're ready. And as I'll explain in a few minutes, we're going to be reinforcing our hospitals, helping them.
Okay, so that's what your president had to say, people. He praised Donald Trump. And if there's one thing that they both agree on is that you need to be vaccinated. And if you're not vaccinated, then you're not fully protected from the COVID, the virus, or any of its mutations. And so in order to be fully protected, you have to be vaccinated. Now, for those of you who know me, you know my stance on this. And I've always been team immunity, team natural immunity. I've always been mind over matter. I've always given more power to to my immune system. So right now, I want to take a moment to give a shout out to my wonderful immune system. And for those of you out there, and you think about it, I mean, people have passed away, people have died from this, and so giving a shout out to your immune system is not something that I'm just jokingly saying this and not really meaning this from the bottom of my heart. I am very grateful and full of gratitude to be healthy in 2022 and right mind and body and healthy and whole. So I'm very grateful for that. But you know, there is some humor in that, saying I give a shout out to my immune system, because I think that that's something that we have all forgotten that we have, and we've given all of this power over to medicine. Medicine has become our new god. The syringe and these man-made drugs, if you will, have become our new saving grace. And so we've even bypassed our natural immunity, when it has been scientifically proven that 99.9% of all illnesses is the mind that is making the body sick. So to be in a space where, to be in a country where I know the powers that be know the real deal about our health and mind over matter, and kind of conquer the world in this way. And so for no one to even address, not even just mind over matter, but diet, as opposed to just take the drug and take the vaccine. And then you got to have your booster shot. And if you don't have your booster shot, then you're gonna get the deadly Omarion. I'm calling it the hashtag. I'm calling hashtag Omarion virus. I am black, and we are the black delegation have already decided that it is no longer, it is not the Omicron variant, but it is the Omarion variant. And so I am on code. I know my sister hashtag Lioness Crown would appreciate that one, but I am on code. So the Omarion virus, the Marion variant. Um, but yeah, so you know, shout out to my immune system. So I want you to drop a hashtag back B1 and let me know your stance. We got Norbert Gray, B1, no, and you see his little syringe there, and I'm with the brother, because I believe in eating clean and eating healthy. I believe in mind over matter. For those of you who want to explore more things about mind over matter, you should definitely check out The Secret. The law of attraction is an introduction into this way of thinking, a way of thinking your health into existence, being healthy, exuding that, thanking God for your health, praising God for your health, so that you can manifest more health. You know, abundance shows up in many different ways, not just in the money that pours into our bank account, but abundance also shows up in our health. And so in order to manifest an abundance of health, if you're interested in something like that, exploring what the mind can do, you should definitely be into The Secret and the law of attraction. Shout out to my immune system, but shout out to your immune system too out there in the internet world. Because when you think about it, we have not just your physical health, but really your mental health. Because what Joe Biden just said was that he said we're not going to go into a lockdown again. And the reason why we're not going to go back into the lockdowns is because we're in a different place now. That the virus, we may have a new variant. We know that the virus is going to do what it does. They always mutate. But I am very proud to talk about the power of the resiliency of the human spirit. Seriously, I knew that this was not going to take us out. And while the variant, we're always talking about what the power, you know, fear this and fear that, and all of these things are mutating. But what about you mutating? And what about your immune system and your natural of God-given immunity being strong enough to withstand this? And you mutating to be able, with mutating or evolving to be able to be strong enough to withstand anything that is thrown in you. And that is the power of the human spirit. That's the power that I always knew that we had in our human spirits. That's the power. I believed in it. I walked in it at the when this pandemic started. I said, not only am I not going to get this COVID, but no one that I love is going to get it and die from it either. And then to be honest with you, now that we are at the end of 2021, moving into 2022, I'm proud to say that all of that has been my experience, and that is what I talk about, the power of mind over matter and how to speak things into your existence. These are the things that I do with my clients when I'm coaching them to grow these $1 million businesses and these $1 million brands. This is how you do it, people. You got to see it here. You have to line up with it here energetically. Thank God for it already being so, and so it is. It is literally just that simple. So a man thinketh, so is he, which is one of my other favorite books that I read, thanks to the Black Bull of Wall Street. But yeah, so finally we got, the whole time, orange face, orange hair guy was in office. He was criticized. He was ridiculed. He was ostracized. I mean, it was such a big deal. Hated by every single body. I mean, I think the roaches in America actually hated Trump too. I mean, come on. It was the popular opinion was that this man was just pawn scum. Okay. But he's not pawn scum right now in Biden's eye. Him and Biden are buddy. And you have to ask yourself, why is Biden so buddy with Trump? Because now Trump has said that he has taken the vaccine. Trump has turned a new leaf. He's now, this is one thing that they can finally agree on, that you need to take the vaccine and the boosters, or you will be damned. Yeah, that you're gonna meet the Grim Reaper. That's what it is. So look, come on in here, hit the hashtag B1, drop the hashtag B1 in the chat, hit the share and subscribe button, because we are talking about the power of mind over matter. Biden offers rare praise to Donald Trump today during his COVID speech. As all this hoopla about COVID, and he says, well, you know what, we're not going to do another lockdown because we're smarter now, because we have not just because we're smarter, but we have over 200 million Americans have already been double vaccinated. And so what we have is peace of mind. This was very interesting to me. So what people have is peace of mind. I heard that. I don't know if you heard that, but if you didn't, you need to go back and watch it. I might play it for you again in a second, because peace of mind, everything is mind over matter. Your health, your wealth, everything that your relationships, what you're creating in your life, it's all mind over matter. And so when you think about mind over matter, and Biden saying that because everybody's been vaccinated, we have this peace of mind now. It's not stopping people from actually getting COVID. That's the interesting thing. I have a family member who I just found out got COVID today, and he's got his vaccine shot, he's vaccinated, and he's got the booster, and he's still getting COVID. I don't get it. I'm not sick. I'm not testing positive for it. I'm just drinking my nasty green drinks and keeping my mind and my mind and my heart focused on my future. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. What are you doing? What are you doing to... Okay, I got a message coming in. Make sure you hit the hashtag B1. Okay, hashtag B1, hashtag B1, hashtag let me know where you're from. We got Barry Young in Philadelphia. We got thank you for coming in here with me tonight. I appreciate you, Barry One, Philly in the house. We got Tyronda James in the house. She's in Florida. All right. See, we're all over the place. And that's the beautiful thing about the B1 community. We have Yvette Gary says B1, hashtag B1, don't do it. So we are this is the community. This is the home for intelligent Black people. We care about we are so intelligent that we did not fall for the okie doke. I apologize for that. I cut the volume down but it's back up because I wanted you guys to hear Biden's speech, to hear him kiss Donald Trump's tush, but you didn't hear that from me. So yeah, now back to this. So make sure you hit the share and subscribe button, because if you're not into The Secret and the law of attraction, I want you to get into it, get all the way into it. I actually touch on that in my book, blackwallstreet.com, How to Build a Thriving Black Business Using the Laws of the Universe. I speak about not just the law of attraction, but all of the laws of the universe, the ones that I think are important to you, that will help you get from A to B, because that's all I care about, is my Black people getting from point A to point B to infinity and beyond. I care about you being healthy. I care about you being whole, and so that you can be present for your family. So and one of the ways we do that is we just do it. We believe that we know that we are an invincible people. We know what we're made of. We know that we have soul power. And so because of that soul power, I can't overlook for 1/2 of a second the power of my ability to speak power into my health. But when you don't understand that, and your thoughts and your mind is controlled by the media frenzy of the day, then you do not get the peace of mind that Joe Biden has said that so many Americans got because of their booster shot. You can get there without the booster shot. I got there without the booster shot. I got there without the vaccine, and I'm not that special. As man, I am special. But I say I only have one trick, and one trick up my sleeve. And the only trick I got up my sleeve is called faith. I really, really, really can speak things into existence. That's my superpower. So what is Yvette Gary doing? Yvette Gary is taking vitamins. She says, keep your hands clean and wear your mask, because the people with the vaccine are spreading the virus. That's a fact. That's a fact. We're not the ones, the unvaccinated people are not the ones spreading the virus, because we don't actually have the virus in us. When you think about it, the people who are walking around with the virus dormant within them, carrying it and spreading it around, or the people who are vaccinated. And I believe that they're more of a danger to me than I am to them. They're the ones with the walking virus, because that's how they build up their quote unquote immunity. So, I take my precautions from them. So there's been all of this hoopla in the news about the Marye variant. And but I want to dig into this a little bit more. How does mental health affect physical health? So part of The Secret, for those of you who have not seen it, there's a part in The Secret where they say they get into health, and they talk about and one of the things that stood out to me that I would never forget is that 99.9% of all illnesses is the mind making the body sick. And so it's all started, they say the mind, and then the other place is going to be in your gut. And when you talk about gut, you're talking about your diet. And if you ain't got in, the doctor said, how can you not get into it? We're into it. I guess I'm probably preaching to the choir, because this is the home for intelligent Black people. We do not just go blind, all willy-nilly, signing our bodies up to be a part of the Tuskegee experiment. This is 2021. We are smarter than we have learned from our ancestors. We are standing on the shoulders of our ancestors. We are in the spirit of Sankofa. We look back to go forward. And so in looking back, and we can see that it has been documented how they have what they did with our people with the Tuskegee experiments. That is well documented. So I'm not signing up for that. And I my hat off to those of you out there in internet world who have not signed up for that as well. But I really want to ask you guys a question tonight. For those of you who are here with me, I want to know, do any of you guys feel like you got played at all with this hoopla and the pandemic? Or am I the only one who wonder if we got played or not? I don't know, but I can't help but think that. So anyway, if you're looking to grow your business, please check out flynubianbusiness.com. If you're looking to manage your money, please check out flynubianmoney.com. You can always find me, Marye Dean Esquire, here online at thewallstreetlawyer.com. And so we got Norbert Gray. He's from Lithonia, Georgia. I lived in Georgia for a little while. I always said, I got a little peach in me, just a little bit. Just a little bit. So what are some more things we could talk about this virus? We already talked about the mind over matter. I already gave a shout out to God, and my immune system. I want to give a shout out to God and your immune system. And I really want to give a shout out to those of you who have had the wherewithal. Come with me. For those of us that have been able to stand in our truth and not be swayed by the panic frenzy of the day. I mean, it takes a lot to live in America. This is hashtag this is America. To live in America, to be in America, to come of age, to do business, to grow in your family and ways in America, and not get sucked into the American nightmare. We all are aspiring for the American dream, but to not get sucked into the American nightmare. The nightmare, whatever nightmare is on the news media frenzy of the day. I remember 9/11. I remember all of these things that have happened. I will not forget. I remember slavery. I remember what my ancestors went through. So I am always looking at America with my good eye. Always. I am always doing that. I've always urged you out there to do the same thing. Shout out to Brother Rizza Islam, who's been dubbed one of the disenfranchised dozen for spreading this, what they say untruth, but really truths out there about the COVID-19 vaccine, and the virus and the pandemic. And, shout out for those of us who have been saying this stuff from day one. And the longer, he posted this meme the other day, and it really resonated in my spirit. And it said that the longer that I go without the vaccine, and I'm probably butchering it, the more convinced I am that this really is a hoax, and something like that. But I mean, it is true. It was one thing to have that level of confidence and stand firm with, say it with your chest out, to stand firm in who you are, despite what your family members are telling you to go get vaccinated because they want to see you alive. And despite what your peer pressure is a mug. Despite what your peers are telling you what you need to do in order to stay alive. And the vaccine passes, you can't even talk about peer pressure. Your government, not even just, it has moved beyond peer pressure into the level of coercion and threats, really, because if you are being threatened to lose your job or take the jab, that is not, and that is, for my mind, that's unconscionable. That's you making a decision about your health and to take a drug under duress. And I don't even know how that is legal. And I appreciate all of the lawsuits that have been filed. I appreciate the Supreme Court stepping in to knocking down Biden's mandates is unconstitutional. I appreciate uh, everybody fighting back. I appreciate, you say America is America, and America is on some stuff sometimes, but I appreciate these checks and balances that we have within the three branches of government, that not even our presidency can run amok and do what they want to without having checks and balances in the legislature and without having checks and balances in our judiciary system. So I am very much appreciative. And again, and the reason why you say, why am I in the spirit of gratitude and why am I in the spirit of appreciation? Because that is how, for those of you out there who practice and subscribe, and I live and breathe by the law of attraction, I know that as the praises go up, the blessings come down. I know that when I am speaking of things to be grateful for and appreciative for, within that energy is, I am now sending that out into the universe, and the universe is able to mirror back at me more things to be grateful for. And so that is just how I live my life. That is, anybody who has been able to know me intimately, or any clients who have been blessed and able to work with me, will understand that this is how I work with you. This is how I counsel you into being the best thing that you can be, is by giving gratitude, being grateful whenever we can, for whatever we can. And that mentality, that perspective, that discipline has allowed me the successes that I've been able to enjoy. So if you are looking to have more success in your business, please check out flynubianbusiness.com. If you're looking to better manage your money, please check out flynubianmoney.com. You can always find me, Marye Dean Esquire, here online at thewallstreetlawyer.com or, and now, blackwallstreet.com. You can find me there too, doing what I do best, helping Black entrepreneurs grow their Black businesses, because Black wealth is critical to Black power. So back into this, and when I talk about power, Black power in in your financial, but really before you get to your bank account, it starts in the ether. It starts in your mind. It's a mind over matter thing. And so that's what, it always comes back to the law of attraction for me, because when you understand the science behind why your prayers work, seriously, and the science behind manifesting, then you can perfect it. Science is only a way that we have, a methodology, a way that we have come to understand our world. It is through the scientific processes. You start with your hypothesis, you test that hypothesis, and then we come to these things that we now know as truths. And so when you look at the world from a scientific perspective in that manner, there are things that I can tell you that I know for sure. And when you apply that scientific thought to your spiritual practice, there are things that we can say that are guaranteed. And speaking abundance over your health, because health is true wealth. Okay. Speaking abundance over your health. That is how you do it. And before you even can get to that place, the first thing you got to do is turn off the news media, turn off the anxiety tube, tune out everybody that want to tell you you're this, you're sick, you're not doing this. Well, I just cut it all off. I don't let it come into my mental, because I say who I am. I speak that kind of power over my life, and I will not be giving my power away to anybody, not President Joe Biden, who is now giving you guys permission to celebrate the holidays with your family because everyone is now vaccinated. Good on you. Good on you. But not us. Not us. And you know what else? When you think about it, they can't even really figure out why they don't have these same levels of spikes that they do in African countries. African countries that have refused to take the vaccine. Isn't that interesting to you? So there's so many more factors that go into our health beyond just taking the drug, and beyond this drug being your God and your supreme being. So that's where we are. I want you guys to hit the share and subscribe button. Let me know where you're from. Let me check in. Yes. Okay. Greg Fields says getting played. Yes. I say getting because it's not over. Okay. Good one, Greg. Good one, Greg. Good one, Greg. Okay. Well, Yvette Gary says, when the devil keep you in fear, it messes with your immune system if you let it control your mind. Mind over matter. Yes, fear. So when you watch The Secret and you get into the law of attraction, you know that the emotions are on this tone scale, and at the very top you have love. Love is the highest emotion that we can experience, and it's a reason why in all spirituality, in our religious texts, they said that love is the greatest power that exists. It is true power, but most people don't know it. Most people don't really have it for real, and most people don't understand how to wield that power in their life or in their business, which is the reason why you want to. So I'll give you a trick. I'm going to give you a trick. If you want to wield that power in your business, this is how. Y'all ready for this? This is how. This is how you do it. You follow your heart. You follow your bliss. I know it sounds kind of corny, but it's really simple. But it's the reason why they say follow your heart and follow your bliss. When you follow your heart and you let your heart be your guide, it will lead you to where your bliss is. And if you're in that space, you have to think about it. It makes perfect sense, because if God is in the house, how do you think you're going to feel? You're going to be in the highest vibration of love when you're experiencing that love. And if you can piggyback that emotion, if you can hop on it and ride it, following the things that you love, and if you're looking for, what can I do for the world? You say, well, how can I serve? This was how I came up with my new business, blackwallstreet.com. What is it that I have and how can I serve? And for me, it was not just how can I serve and what can I, but it's really how can I serve my people? How can I serve Black people? What can I do for my house? Because everybody else is out there looking at and taking care. Oh, my hand itches. So that tell you I'm onto something. I know what that means. I know what that means. If you're looking to grow your money, please check out flynubianmoney.com. If you're looking to grow your business, please check out flynubianbusiness.com. You can always find me, Marye Dean Esquire, here online at thewallstreetlawyer.com. So, okay. I agree. Resist. Miss Hawkins says, I agree. Resist the devil and he shall flee. No jab. It's your choice, not the government. That's really the big thing for me too, right? If you want to take the drug and the drug makes you feel secure and you feel like you need the drug to be safe, then by all means, do what you need to do. But why should I be forced to take the drug, especially if your drug is supposed to make you so safe and so free from the vaccine? Then aren't you protected? More protected than me? Why are you so concerned with what I'm doing? Now I have my theories, and before I get out of here, I guess I'm gonna let y'all get into where my head goes. My theories. What my theory is this: because we are living in the end time, which is also the beginning, the new age, the age of the Aquarius. Every religious text spoke about this. They spoke about a time when we get to utopia, where there won't be any pain. There's going to be like nirvana and heaven on earth, and we'll be closer to the heavens. We'll be able to speak things. For my mind, we'll have the same kind of conversation with God that you kind of read about in biblical texts, things like that. So, but before we ascend and we're fully, as we're waking up now, we're waking up in different phases, rapturing up, waking up in different phases. Certain people's mind are ascending, some people are transcending, moving into higher dimensions, able to leap dimensions in a single bound. But so as we move into that space, from my mind, this is why they go through such lengths to control our mind. And that's the interesting thing when you understand where we're going. We have this new metaverse. Facebook has turned into the metaverse. They want to make social media now this completely interactive experience, which is really pulling us from the real world. It is really designed to keep us trapped. We're already addicted to social media. I already can't put this stuff down. I'm glad y'all here with me tonight, so I don't have to be here with me by myself. So don't think I'm not. Everybody else doing it too much, but not you, not us, not here. So drop your hashtag B1. Drop your hashtag B1. Make sure you hit the share and subscribe button. I just wanted to drop in, let you guys know that Biden and Trump agree on something, and they finally agree on something. And one of the things they agree on is they agree that you all need to take the jab in order to be protected. I don't know. Sounds like they could be biased, but you do with that what you want to do with that. Stay whole, stay happy, stay peaceful. And until we meet again, Marye Dean Esquire here at thewallstreetlawyer.com. Bye-bye.